We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Jones. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 5 catches, 67 yards.
It certainly seems like he gets a touchdown each week, doesn't it? Here we are in the final month of the season. He's the NFL leader in touchdown catches.
He has been an absolute machine. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers for Jones last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
Here we go.
Jones off the bootleg. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. 2 Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The give is to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Jones now to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate. We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would come?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dalvin Tomlinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. You give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Let's go. 190.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, let's go!
Jones on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go!
Jones now operating from the gun. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver.
Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to throw here. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he's got it up and through. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Jones. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Jones To throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Let's go.
On third down, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Spinning away. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And he knocks it through. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you.
Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jones now to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. And now the Packers get set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering him, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Let's go!
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go!
Here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Let's go!
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. They find some open field here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
You never count the Packers out with Rodgers leading them, but the largest deficit they've come back from in team history is 23 points, and they need to top that number here. Now Jones on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau.